Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey, today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a great subject for ourselves, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. What is our great subject for today? It's selling and living for your purpose, living with a purpose. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I've been in sales a long time in one form or capacity. And I'm going to tell you what, I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all when it comes to selling. But one of the key things that I've learned in my life is I have to have a purpose. I have to have a want. I have to have a need. I have to have a direction. And the question you should ask yourself, do I have a purpose? What is my purpose? What do I want to achieve? What kind of goals do I have that I've set? And you'd be surprised, a lot of people don't even do that. They don't even set goals. They have no direction. They just live nilly-nilly. And I'm not going to lie, in my life, I've done that too. But see, here's the thing. I got real smart many years ago and started doing this thing called goal setting. And I'm not going to say I've always done it perfect, but I recently went back over some goal sheets that I did over the years. And I'm going to tell you what, a tremendous amount of those goals were achieved. Now, I've still got a lot more goals. I've got a lot more purpose and things that I want to achieve, and a lot of things that I've achieved in my life really weren't even on my goals list, but because I had set goals lists and had purpose in my life, I was able to attain a lot of different things, a lot of things that are very rewarding. And see, what I'm sharing with you is that, hey, listen, selling or just living life in general, you have to have a purpose. You have to have something that wakes you up in the morning, that makes you want to get up and go. You know, we're living in a lot of crazy times right now, and I've seen a lot of great people lose their jobs and opportunities, but it's what we do with our time. I keep saying over and over and over, which is most valuable. You know, I find myself, reading a lot now, and I want to learn the basics and the fundamentals on how to make money, how to talk to people, have good conversations, and I want to know what's my next purpose. You know, I've been in sales a long time, and I believe God has made me a salesperson, and my purpose in life is to talk to people, help people buy stuff, and enjoy owning stuff. But see, the purpose that I've been given may not be the same purpose that's been given to you. But if you're a salesperson, and if you're trying to be the best person that you can be, the best sales purpose, we have to find our niche. We have to find a job or an opportunity where we're able to sell things that we can enjoy selling. A lot of times people sell things and their heart's really not into it. Been there, done that. I've sold some things that just couldn't wrap my mind around, and I found out it wasn't not my purpose. And sometimes also I have to be honest with myself, is I've given up before the miracle. Sometimes you have to stick and stay within an opportunity, and it sometimes takes a couple of years before it gets to inside of you where you're able to sell. But if you see the writings on the wall and you're not happy with what you're doing, sometimes we need to go ahead and invest in ourselves and see if there's another opportunity. I highly recommend, if you're out there selling and you're wanting to get to the next step, look at things where you have to have licenses and certifications. And the reason why I stress that is it'll give you the ammunition inside to want to move forward. Some people, they love selling retail. Some people love selling business to business. Some people love selling over the phone, and some people love selling door to door. But the key to success in this regard is you have to have a purpose. You have to have a job that gets you up every morning, that makes you want to go to work, and they'll make some money, honey, because see, salespeople, we're kind of different. You know, we think outside the box, and we work on this thing called commission. And I've been walking, I'm out here in Avondale, here in Jacksonville, Florida, during this little epidemic and everything, but I'm not giving up on life. I've been listening to a lot of motivational materials and a lot of stuff that I hadn't listened to in a long time. Plus, I'm out here walking. I'm out here by myself, of course, not interacting with other people, but I'm working out, I'm getting out of my comfort zone, and I'm going to share this with you. It's really important, especially if you're a person who's trying to figure out what my purpose is, what your purpose is. God has given us all a purpose. He's given us all an opportunity. We just have to look for it, and we have to strive for it. And if you fail at something, that doesn't mean you're a failure. What it means is you need to keep going. You need to try something different. I've seen a lot of people who gave up on life early in their careers because things just didn't work out for us. And see, we're resilient. We're very resilient here in the United States of America. Right now, we've got got a lot of issues, which are like tissues. We're dealing with this coronavirus and so forth. But see, there is going to be an afterwards. And this afterwards will make us stronger. We have to learn a lot of times from things we don't want to learn from, adversity. We have to learn from mistakes. And sometimes if you've made mistakes, those mistakes are what's going to make you and drive you to want to be more successful. So if you're trying to figure out what your purpose is, selling, what is your purpose in life, you got to ask yourself, what's important? What are you doing during this time to make yourself better? I'm doing a lot of study, and recently I got a license to sell real estate. And now what I'm doing is I've been around talking to a lot of different companies and trying to figure out who's going to work with me and who I'm going to work with. Because see, I've decided that, hey, I want to help even more people. You have to have those things that you're wanting to get into. Remember the niche thing I was telling you about? Your purpose. You have to have a job that makes you feel fulfilled. Something that's going to make you get up every day. And here's the thing, you may not want to be even a salesperson. Maybe you just want to be a person who works a regular job, a 9-to-5 job. So that's great, that's up to you. But everybody has a purpose. Now, if you don't know what your purpose is yet, God, he's pretty awesome. He'll give you all kinds of directions, and he'll give you all kinds of opportunities. So you have to make the right decisions. And I've made some bad decisions, but see, here's the key to success. I'm making a decision. And if you want to have a purpose, you have to make decisions, whether they be good or bad. But you have to live with the conflicts and the issues, which are like tissues that pop up all the time, and you have to go forward. Selling is a great career. I love every bit of it. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all. And I've had some good days, bad days, and some days I just wanted to stay in that bed because I felt so frustrated. But one of the things that I've learned over my many years of selling is not to give up, but to persevere. Deal with life on life's terms, and then just enjoy the ride. Because see, sometimes we're going to find that not everything's going to work out to our benefit. Right now, millions of people have lost their job, and I was one of them. I'm one of these kind of people that lost a job but found an opportunity. Like I said, I was studying and I got my license to sell real estate. I've got an insurance license, I even got a truck driver's license, and I've got a bunch of certifications and license, because all of these bits and pieces are like a puzzle. They fit together, and they're making me the person that I am today. So don't think just because you had some jobs and things that didn't work out that you were failure at. Just look at those as being stepping stones to the next opportunity. And what I share with you is this: if you're looking for a purpose, you can find one. And if you don't have one, make one. Look for something. Look outside yourself. You can do a lot of things these days that in the past you didn't really you didn't have the opportunity. And I don't want to hear anymore that just because you're a man or a woman, or if you're a different color or a different race, that you may not have the opportunities. Well, in this day and age, I'm going to have to let you know, you can do anything you put your mind to. You can, you really can. There are great leaders, there are great people of all colors, creeds. People who are of different faiths. We have to depend on ourselves a lot too, but we have to love each other, and we have to have a purpose. What is your purpose? My purpose today is to just share this simple video to sell you on the idea that if you don't have a purpose, that you need to go ahead and look for one and start working in a direction. And see, a lot of times people are stagnated. They're scared. They're afraid. They don't want to fail. But you know what? Failure doesn't mean you failed. It means you've given yourself an opportunity to succeed. Selling and finding your passion and figuring out what's the best direction for you. Get a piece of paper, write down the things that you enjoy doing. Start writing down some very simple things that you like. Maybe you like to paint, maybe you like to draw, maybe you like to do things with your hands, or maybe you're just a creative type person. Start looking for those avenues and those things that'll make you creative. There's a lot of jobs and opportunities that are going to come here shortly because of the circumstances of this coronavirus that they probably didn't have before. A lot of things are now, people are at home doing online jobs and stuff, so that's going to free up markets to be able to do a lot of different things. Also, if you're trying to find a purpose, you got to also educate yourself. You got to go back to school. You can get online now, and you can take all kinds of courses. If you go on YouTube, you can virtually figure out how to do almost anything. And men and women today, we have the opportunity to have our goals made, but we have to write them down. I'm just telling you, if you don't write your goals down, and if you don't plan for your future, the future future will plan for itself and you will just be right where you're at. And it's not always a great place. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I've been in sales, like I said, a long time, and I like to share my videos, and I really enjoy talking to people. I love helping people, but one of the things that I really enjoy doing is sharing positive messages, because see, positive in, positive out. The things that you let go in your mind are what's going to direct your future. If you have a lot of poisons coming in, a lot of negative stuff over and over and over, it's going to hinder you. It's going to hurt you. So remember, be very careful who you let in your life. Be very careful about those haters, those people that will put you down because you have a dream. Don't let anybody steal your dream. You have a purpose. God has given you the opportunity to think. Not everybody wants to dream. Not everybody wants a purpose, and not everybody wants to be the best that they can be. But if you're watching this video, I guarantee you're looking for your purpose. You're trying to figure out, well, what's best for me? Well, you've really got to set some goals, guys. You got to start writing those little minuscule things that you think aren't important, and you got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to stop sitting in front of that TV watching bull crap that's not going to benefit you. You got to think, what more can I do? Get a musical instrument. Start just studying. Start watching videos. Start watching stuff that's going to help you to figure out what's the best purpose and the best thing for you. Sometimes you got to get outside. I'm going to tell you what, I'm out here in this beautiful park, and I'm walking around. I'm enjoying the view. I've been working out a little bit here and there, and I decided to stop and say, you know, what is your purpose? My purpose is to just give you a thumbs up and motivation. You can do anything you put your mind to. That's what my mom always told me. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm telling you the same thing. Selling and having purpose means that you can go anywhere in life. Just because you've fallen does not mean you can't get back up. We've got to try. We've got to do more than we're supposed to. And again, if you fail, that's okay. Every failure that I've had and every job that I've had in my life, it seems like it's come to a point now that it's like little puzzle pieces, and I can't believe it. I just was noticing it the other day that all these things that I was doing over my lifetime are come to this pinnacle, this point. So if you're looking for a purpose, your purpose is to be the best you can be. Look outside of yourself. I pray a lot. I talk to God. I'm one of these Christian, not perfect. I do a lot of things wrong. But one of the things I do like to do is I like to share positive messages. And I'm going to tell you what, your purpose in life is so personal. You know, you've got to figure out what's the best for you. Maybe you just want to be a good mom or a good dad. Maybe you're just wanting to just live your life in a comfortable way. Maybe you want to be very rich. Maybe you want to make a lot of money. Maybe you want to help a lot of people. Maybe you want to make a difference in your world and in your community. You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. So today we just had a very simple conversation about selling and our attitude, our direction, and what we're wanting to achieve. You know, purpose is so vitally important. What is your purpose? Ask yourself that. What can I do that can change the world? You know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a great conversation about basic selling. Sell yourself on your purpose. Figure out where you want to go. I'm enjoying the day. I don't care, you know, there's good, bad. I mean, I've had some family members here recently pass away, and I believe they're in heaven. And also, you know, people, they give up before the miracle. Don't give up before the miracle. I see a lot of people walking around these days, and they seem dead. They seem dead inside, and they're not even dead yet. So stop being, I'm going to ask you to give me permission, and I'm going to give you permission to get out there and be the best you can. Find what you enjoy doing. Find your purpose. And I'm going to get out there and sell something because that's my purpose. I just love to sell stuff. I love to talk to people. I love to be a great communicator. And I keep learning and learning. I'm studying. I'm always trying to get better because my purpose is to be the best that I can be. So you go out there and find your purpose. And remember, selling and purpose, it just goes hand in hand. Sell yourself that I've got a purpose and I'm going to get more. I'm going to help people and I'm going to bless everybody. It's just a good purpose. So go out there and sell something. And remember purpose. You got to have purpose to be successful. What is your purpose? All right.